So we've been talking about that CBT approach, haven't we? And about testing out our thoughts and not taking them as facts necessarily.
Yeah.
So one of the thoughts that we could look at as a bit of a test is this one here that you said, I'm too tired. It would be better to wait until I feel better before I do more.
Yeah.
At the moment, from what we've seen from the diary, how well is that working, that kind of waiting it out until you do more? Is that working well, do you think?
Honestly, no, I don't think so. I think doing the diary has shown me that the less I'm doing, then kind of the worse I feel. So that makes me think when I'm
tricky.
busy and doing more, then I'm spending less time feeling worse.
That's interesting. So an alternative perspective is perhaps doing a bit more could somehow give you a little bit more energy.
Yeah. Yeah,
That's really
true.
interesting. How do you think we could test that out to see which thought is actually the more helpful one to you?
Maybe I could have days where I planned a lot of things, and see if that makes a huge difference to planning in advance. And then comparing that to days where I plan in advance a lot less.
Yeah, I really like that idea. So you're thinking we'll try out 2 different strategies on different days when you feel tired, maybe.
Yeah.
2 different reactions, and maybe record how much pleasure and achievement you feel in both situations, and maybe how much energy you end up with.
Yeah.
Should we try out something like that?
I would give that a go. Yeah.
So perhaps on one occasion, when you feel tired, you notice you're feeling tired, you could go to bed for as long as you would like.
Yeah.
And then maybe record how you feel in terms of how much energy you have.
Yeah.
How could we measure your energy? Maybe like...
Well, out of 10.
Out of 10. Sounds really good.
Okay.
And maybe how much happiness you're getting from that pleasure score that we talked about, and the achievement score. Maybe they could be out of 10 as well.
Yeah. Okay.
And then on another time, perhaps you would do something that maybe before you felt like was pleasurable or gave you a sense of achievement. Maybe one of those things from your diary.
Okay.
And try that one, and then record your feelings afterwards, like we've talked about there.
Yeah, that sounds fair. That sounds reasonable. Yeah, I could give that a go. Yeah.
And then when you were saying about planning different things, perhaps we could look to the diary and pick some of those in advance, so you know what you're going to do on that day of the experiment.
Yeah, I think that sounds sensible.
What do you reckon? Do you think that could be something we could have as a test, and then we'd know which of those thoughts would be most helpful, wouldn't we?
Yeah, that sounds, I'm definitely up for it, yeah.